Hi and welcome along to the Don Robbie channel. Big news tonight. Breaking news. Lionel Messi has left Barcelona. Yes, incredible news. Incredible news. News that nobody expected because, of course, remember last season there was all the rumours that Messi may leave Barcelona. But they seem to have patched it up. They seem to have sorted it out. They were going to announce his new contract. We knew that his contract, he'd officially sort of left the club at the end of June, and he was, set to be announced. I think they were planning to do it on his birthday. This new contract for Messi. It was said that he was taking a 50% pay cut, but still, so badly wanted to play for Barcelona. However, the news was broken tonight from Barcelona that Messi is leaving. Has left Barcelona. Let me give you the exact statement that Barcelona put out on their Twitter. They said, despite having reached an agreement between Barca and Leo Messi, with the clear intention of both parties to sign a new contract today, it will not be possible to formalize it due to the economical structural obstacles. Wow, and that's to do with the La Liga regulations, and Messi has left Barcelona. I want to get your comments on it tonight. I want to find out how you guys are feeling about this because this is huge news. Just trying to get your comments up. But this is absolutely incredible that Messi has left Barcelona. Where's he going? There's so many questions to be asked. Let me just give you some other information around it, right? Just to tell you, in case you don't know about this incredible player and why it's such big news, everybody on the planet knows who Messi is. Probably the greatest player of all time. Maybe Maradona, Cristiano Ronaldo, maybe Pele. But in modern day, definitely, even Cristiano Ronaldo, the two greatest players of all time. Look at his record at Barcelona, right? He scored 672 goals for Barcelona. He's won 10 La Liga titles, 4 Champions League, 7 Copa del Reys, and he's won the Ballon d'Or on 6 occasions. This is why this is huge news. This is why it's incredible news that Messi has left Barcelona today. Also, some other information on it. Guillaume Balaguer said on BBC, he said that to be able to keep Messi, Barcelona would have had to have reduced their wage bill by a whopping 200 million euros. 200. Barcelona have been in deep financial trouble now for a long time, and now it showed. And even with him saying he was going to reduce his wage bill by 50%, they would have had to have, reduce his wages, by 50%. They'd have to reduce their wage bill by 172 million pounds. That's how much 200 million euros equates to for one guy to meet La Liga's financial fair play requirements. 172 million pounds. And it's off. The deal is off. It's absolutely incredible news. Let's hear from you guys. Let's hear what you're saying. Skegness Dave says, wow, surprising news. Dave, where you been, mate? It's been breaking all over the place. Fizz says, an insider has told me that Messi wants to leave because he trusted the process and wants to work with Holding and Bellerin to secure the Conference League. I knew all these jokes were coming. I'll tell you what, I've been on Twitter and I've been on Instagram, and the amount of photoshops of Messi in an Arsenal top, in a Tottenham top, in a Man United top, in a Man City top, in a Chelsea top, it's been incredible. Where is he going to end up? We're talking about, as I said, one of the greatest footballers of all time, and this is This is like, nobody suspected this. Nobody thought that this was gonna break. Everybody thought that this was sorted and that he was gonna sign, but the deal is off. Bob Cricket says, hey Robbie, hearing about the retirement, do you think the Premier League clubs may be interested? Well, where do you guys think he might end up? I'm looking at it and I'm thinking the only clubs right now that are going to be able to afford his type of wages and be able to possibly meet his sort of ambitions with the teams that they can put together are PSG. They were interested in him before. Manchester City and probably maybe Chelsea. I can't think who else will be able to afford to sign him. Maybe Man United. But who else is going to be able to afford Messi on the sort of wages that he's going to command? I mean, there'll be no transfer fee, of course, because it'll be a free transfer. There's no transfer fee. It's just a whopping amount of wages and be able to meet his ambitions on where he wants to get to. Dinesh says, that's why Real Madrid and Barcelona want the European Super League to work, because they need the money. You're spot on there. That is why, and they're still persisting with the Super League. Wayne Sage says, apparently Pep is tearing up Grealish's contract and calling Tottenham to cancel the Kane bid. Now, we were having a little laugh about that, and we're saying with that, how are they going to feel right now, Man City, about the Grealish deal? Do they still want Grealish? Because that £100 million that they're going to spend on Grealish could go some way to bringing Messi in, and the amount of money that Messi. Let's just think of the shirts he'll sell and things like that. And plus, on top of that, he could probably get you over the line to win the Champions League. I mean, wow. Loving all the comments that are coming in. Isaac says, Messi to Millwall. Wouldn't it be cool, though, if he ended up somewhere where nobody expected him to end up? Maybe at a club that has sort of been bubbling under a bit. I mean, somebody, wouldn't it be funny if he went to Villa, right? They sell Grealish, then they use that 100 million to pay for his part of his wages, and they bring him in and they win the league. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? That would shake the league up. Messi to Arsenal, Don, says Young Lord. Oh man, could only dream. Alexander Carlson says, I think Messi would go to Man City or his team in Argentina, Newell Old Boys. There's also been a lot of talk that it could be the MLS. He might head over to the MLS. Of course, he'd make massive money over there, but Messi in the MLS, no disrespect to the MLS, but nah, not yet. He's still got so much left in him. I just think, no, you don't want to see Messi in the MLS right now. You still want to see Messi playing there. Ian says, you know what? How's Aguero feeling? Because Aguero's he's gone over there to join Messi, and now Messi's gone. And I saw somebody sort of saying that, again, Barcelona, some of the business that they're doing, right? They're not to reach the financial fair play rules in Spain. They're breaking all of those, but yet still they've bought in Aguero. They've bought in Memphis Depay and these players. They're all going to be on quite high wages. Did they work this out? Did they figure this out before they brought these guys in? It's incredible. It's incredible that Barcelona are in the mess that they're in. When you look at some of the players they've got, some of the wages, the ridiculous wages that they're paying out for players like Philippe Coutinho that haven't worked, for players like Ousmane Dembele who hasn't worked, for Griezmann. All these players that they've been paying out massive wages for, and now they can't afford Messi. Even though he said, I'd take a 50% pay cut. He's going to PSG. A lot of people saying City or PSG. Boogie Lav says PSG and City. Mohammed says PSG or City. Chester Leicester says Juventus. Could Juventus afford him? Again, could Juventus afford him? Bayern Munich says YNXNG. I'm not sure if, again, Bayern are one of these clubs that they run very, very well. I'm not sure that Bayern would be able to afford it either, because they run, they're one of these clubs that don't overspend. I mean, they'd have to sell a load of players probably to bring him in. A lot of people suggesting Chelsea. The comments are just flying. They're absolutely flying. Abrahima says Messi shouldn't go to a rival club. He should go to Inter Miami. Wayne Sage says, you know when a girl invites you to a club and when you get there, she's taking soca wine from another man on the floor. That's how Aguero must feel right now. Aguero must feel gutted. Messi to China for 1 billion, says Jay Manuel. But even over in China at the moment, they've restricted the spending on wages and stuff like that. Football now, because of the pandemic, is having to start to get sensible. Clubs like Barcelona, that, for years and years and years, let's be real right now, they have abused the system. They've not been able to afford these players that they've bought in, and they've abused the system, and now it's coming back to bite them. This is what's happening. It's coming back to bite them. So it's absolutely incredible news. Christian G says Messi to DTFC. I'm not even sure if he'd be able to afford him right now. Messi to Villa, says there's so many. Coventry, Newport County calling him, says Dono. Messi, there's quite a few of you saying though, Messi to Chelsea. Noel Grago says the Harry Kane deal now in hot water. You know what? That's a really interesting thing as well. What does this do for some of those other big potential deals? What I'm seeing here, Grealish has been announced. Oh, Grealish has been announced to Man City, so that's definitely happening. That's just happened. All right, so Grealish has been announced at Man City, so maybe Grealish's representative said, "No, announce that quick. Announce that quick before they change their mind." So Grealish has gone to Man City. Will Man City be able to buy Messi as well? And Kane? I'll tell you what, probably Daniel Levy over there at Tottenham is breathing a big sigh of relief tonight and thinking to himself, you know what, I think we'll keep Harry Kane now. And probably, City, I'm sure that they'd want him. To me, you're looking at it and you're starting to think now, PSG could be the club where he's heading, or maybe Chelsea. What domino effect is this going to have on the transfer market? Daniel Eglinton says Harry Kane's move to City is in the mud now. He better come out of hiding. Wow, it's incredible. Harry Kane's representatives must be gutted right now. That's if he does go to City. I mean, who will be the favourites right now? I'd probably put my money on PSG. Rasmus says, Robbie, if you had to bet £1,000 on his next move, where would that money be going? I think that would be going on PSG. I think definitely PSG I'll be putting my money on for where he'd be going. Danny H says, Green Army, stand up. Welcome Messi. A Green Army, I'm not sure if he'd be going to Plymouth, mate, but, Aiden says, Liverpool. I don't think Liverpool could afford him. Again, think if you could afford him. It's going to cost you a massive amount of money, but he's going to win you something. And could you imagine the fans? Could you imagine it? Could you imagine the fans of that club? I'm dreaming of Arsenal right now. Never going to happen. Don't worry, I ain't getting carried away. But, but it's incredible news. It's absolutely incredible news. Let me just remind you guys again of this incredible news. As I said, to be able to keep Messi, Barcelona would have had to reduce their wage bill by around about 200 million euros, which is 172 million pounds, to meet La Liga's financial fair play requirements, which they're in terrible breach of right now. And there was even a comment that I saw, let me see if I can find it, which somebody was suggesting this. Where's it gone? Sorry. But it was about what I was sort of saying earlier about the fact that players like they've gone out and they've bought Barcelona have signed Sergio Aguero, Memphis Depay, and Eric Garcia on free transfers. Is there enough room on the wage budget now to get those players registered? They're in a real mess, Barcelona. They really are. What about Kane to Barcelona, says Christopher Reed. Well, where are Barcelona going to get £100 million from? They haven't got it. They're broke. This is why they wanted the Super League, and they wanted the Super League badly. This is why Real Madrid wanted the Super League badly. Could this be now that we're going to see a big exodus of some of these star players from Real Madrid, from Barcelona, even Atletico maybe? I don't think Atletico is in as much trouble, but we're seeing it already that the English clubs in particular are being able to capitalise on the fact that the pandemic has hit the clubs in Spain and Italy really hard. Inter Milan looking to sell Lukaku because of money. They want to keep him. Lukaku wants to stay there. But the £100 and odd million that Chelsea are probably going to offer, they can't turn it down. They need that money. Right? And as I said, if you look at Barcelona, Griezmann, Ousmane Dembele, a whole host of players that they've got on their books that they simply can't afford. They are in an absolute mess, and they've been doing this for a long time. A. James said if he signed for Arsenal, Arteta would only bring him on in the 87th minute in the Carling Cup. Could you imagine Messi playing in the Carling Cup? Oh, gosh. Keep those comments coming in. So many funny ones, as I thought we would get. There's been a lot of people saying this, and it's a Bagwash says it. Messi will continue at Barcelona. I've seen a few people suggesting that this isn't the end of it, and that he could still continue at Barcelona. They might be able to work something else out, and he might sit and wait, and then maybe they could bring him back in. You never know. It's a possibility. Bruce Wayne says Man United. Man United, I think, could afford his wages. Again, they'd have to get rid of some players. Let's say Man United let Pogba go, for instance. It could cause a domino effect at one of these big clubs, because they might be looking and say, well, all right, Pogba, you can go. Get rid of maybe a Van der Beek and bring in Messi. You know, I mean, it would do wonders for your club. Messi to Chelsea, says Podots. Danny, he says 80% chance they'll go to PSG, 20% City if they cancel Grealish. He said 45% chance if they cancel Grealish, but he's not. Of course, sorry, they're not going to cancel Grealish because Jack Grealish has been announced as a Man City player. Jack Grealish has joined Man City in about the last 10 minutes or so. That has been announced, so that's definitely happening. The Slayer 97 says Messi to Juventus to play alongside Ronaldo. There has been talk of that before in the past, but I couldn't see that. I mean, Messi and Ronaldo at the same club. Jeez. Would they pass to each other? It would be absolutely incredible. This is huge news. Make no mistake about this. In the world of football, this is huge news because, as I said, I remember when it first started breaking last year when there was a possibility that he may leave Barcelona, and it seemed unthinkable. And they worked behind the scenes and and the two parties managed to come to an agreement, and it was decided that he's going to stay at Barcelona. And, you know, it seems certain, and they bought in Aguero and they bought in Memphis Depay, and, you know, things are starting to look decent for Barcelona. Of course, we know that they had the huge financial trouble and they're trying to offload Griezmann and these type of guys. But to see Messi leave the club that he's been at since he's been a little kid, it's just unbelievable news. It really is. Arjun says, imagine if Messi goes to Manchester City and they sign Jack and Kane too. Well, they've signed Jack Grealish. I'm just wondering if that signing of Jack Grealish now makes it very unlikely that they'll sign Messi. You know, there's been rumours that when they were looking at Messi before, they kind of changed their mind and they were sort of saying, you know, we want to go for younger players. But it's Messi. It's Messi. You know what? And as I said, signing a player like Messi, the package that brings, it means you're going to win something. He's going to, you know, we've seen the signing of Cristiano Ronaldo going to Juventus. He's bought, it's not just the shirts he's sold and the kudos he's brought to the club. He's enabled them to win things, to continue winning, to continue challenging. That's why I could see him easily going to somewhere like a PSG. They're so desperate to win that Champions League. I mean, PSG, Messi, Mbappe, Neymar. Oh my gosh. Oh, that would be some team, wouldn't it, if they could get that pulled off. Arthik Shetty says it's a power play between La Liga and Barcelona. Let's see how this plays out. Don't think it's over yet for Messi, and he's a Man United fan. You are right there. Something in the next few days could work out, because remember, he makes a great point there. This is terrible for Spanish football as well. Spanish football has taken a hit since Cristiano Ronaldo left. These guys, Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, are huge, huge names that help to sell the brand of La Liga around the world. If you've got La Liga now and you've got no Messi and you've got no Ronaldo, they're both playing in other leagues, is that package of La Liga the same as what it used to be? There's people who watch La Liga and follow Barcelona and those teams because of those two players. One of them's gone, and there's even been talk in the past of trying to bring him back for that reason. If another big name's gone now, what does this do for La Liga? You know, I mean, it's great news for the Premier League, because, you know, those two not being in La Liga, that's going to lessen that package for real. So that is a fantastic point that he makes there. And I think he may be right, that you may see moves go to maybe change that. Arjan says, imagine Ramos and Messi in the same team. Again, we're seeing players leave La Liga, right? Which we would never a couple of years ago see. Varane going to Manchester United. Ramos leaving Real Madrid and going to PSG. It's very damaging for La Liga, this is. Cal says, Don Robbie, stop being stingy. Sign in for best of enemies. Well, I've asked Jason and the guys to get in contact with Messi's representatives. Right? Huh? You're on the phone to them now. All right, great. They said they're not coming because they saw expressions. Arnab says, Robbie, please try to get Ian Wright or Henry on Transfer Daily once. Well, that would be nice. That would be nice. It's incredible news. And Boggy Lav says, Messi back to Boca Juniors, his home. I think it's New Old Boys that he used to play for. I just feel that Messi's still got... You see Messi playing at the moment and you're like, he's still got 3-4 years left in him at least. Remember, this is the guy who's just led Argentina to winning the Copa America. He's on fire still. He's still got it. This, as I said, is very damaging. Very, very damaging for the product of La Liga. It really is. Daniel Eglinton said, Fabrizio just said, issues are confirmed, but Barca and Messi will continue their talks to resolve the situation. Sounds like he could stay. As I said, don't discount the fact that he could end up staying, because I feel that this is such damaging news, not just for Barcelona, but for the La Liga, that they may try, you know what it's like over there sometimes in Spain, they may try and work a little thing that it could still work out. Or maybe it could be just that Messi sits it out for a few weeks while, you know, Barcelona desperately try and get rid of some of these high earners that are on their books. But the problem is, how do you get rid of a high earner? Like, you know, you can't just go turn around to a Ousmane Dembele and say, well, you know what, you're on £150,000 a week. We need you off the wage bill, so see you later. It don't work like that. Players got to want to go. Griezmann, who's, I don't know, I heard the other day he's on about 400-500 grand a week. I mean, these are some ridiculous situations that Barcelona have put themselves in, year out, on spending mad money on players, and it's caught up with them. And I'm a person, I agree that there should be some sort of cap. I think this shows that there should be some sort of cap on wages or something, because Barcelona have just been chasing a dream and they've been living it for many years. Same with Real Madrid, but now it's caught up on them. They've not really been living and operating like how most other clubs do, you know, and hence why these teams want to go and start their own league, so that they don't have to work under these constraints and they can spend whatever they want and just buy whoever they want. But, you know, honestly, it's unbelievable. Justin says, Robbie, there is a wage limit. That's why Messi cannot re-sign Messi. But what I'm saying is that's only been recently now that La Liga are clamping down on these clubs and saying that if you don't do and follow these things, you cannot, you know, you're not going to, you know, you're going to be hit with these regulations and you're not going to be able to play. And that is why they're having to, you know, get rid of some of these players. Naruto 2710 says, Spain's always been a good league. Raul, Beckham, Brazilian Ronaldo, Figo, Xavi, Ronaldinho. Yes, they've always had the stars, but they might have to start rethinking some of the spending that has been going on, because it's just been ridiculous. Hadi says, imagine a midfield trio of Messi, Xhaka, and El Neni. You lot got jokes today, trust me. And once again, if you guys didn't realise and didn't know, as well as this breaking news tonight about Messi leaving Barcelona, the other breaking news is that Jack Grealish has joined Manchester City. So that's the other breaking news. Boogie Lab says, if PSG get Messi, they've won the Champions League. Could be as simple as that. I mean, he's such a big player. Omar says, Sheikh Robbie Mansour, get him for Arsenal. And again, you know what? Any team that signs him are going to have to be able to match his ambitions. I personally, and I want to ask you guys this now, where would you like to see him play? I would personally like to see him playing in the Premier League. Obviously, I'd love to see him at Arsenal. I know that's not going to happen, but I would love to see Messi playing in the Premier League. I really would. I'd want to see what he would do. I am convinced that Messi in the Premier League would score a ridiculous amount of goals. I've heard people before say things like, well, what's he going to be like on a cold night, freezing cold on a Tuesday night up in Burnley away? He'd still score goals. He's absolute class. He's brilliant. He would still score goals for fun in the Premier League. And maybe that sort of different challenge would suit him, you know? But you know, where will he go? A lot of people still saying Messi to Man City. Neil says Chelsea. Sayfan says, is it the end of La Liga? Well, it's not the end of La Liga, but I'm just saying that it lessens that product. You know, La Liga, Bundesliga, you know, Liga and Premier League, they all sort of package themselves up as this excellent football product that they sell around the world. La Liga, when they package it up, at the forefront of that is the fact that they have Messi playing in the league. That's no longer the case. That's going to be damaging for La Liga. That's why, as some people are pointing out, maybe something might get sorted out. Number 16 says, Messi to the Lakers. LeBron needs help. He's not tall enough for NBA, that's for sure. Cloud Life is suggesting he goes to PSG. Messi and Ronaldo at Juventus says, cheat. Could you imagine that, them two playing in the same team? That would be... Oof. Amir says, Stoke City want Messi to do it on a cold, windy Tuesday night. I'd just love him to come to the Premier League to put that rubbish to bed. Keir Hegarty says, Messi to Falkirk. La Liga is gone, says latest update. Reduced Fund says Messi signing for the Lithuanian third division. Oh boy, oh boy. Messi to QPR, says Liban. Messi to Huddersfield, says Prog Pigley. Oh man, you guys got some serious jokes today. Man United, maybe, says Bruce Wayne. Where, you know what, we should do some sort of poll or something. Where do you think he's going to end up? I'm gonna I'm going to go with two things. I'm going to go, he either stays at Barcelona, mad as it seems because he's left, but let's remember he's a free agent now. So it's for him now over the next few weeks to sort out a deal before the season. Well, actually, he could even take a little longer than that. But he's a free agent, so he could still go back to Barcelona. So I'm gonna say I think he's either gonna go back to Barcelona and they work something out and they have a fire sale and they get rid of a load of players, or PSG. I think it's one of those two places. But it's crazy. Spud says they haven't figured it out yet. He'll 100% stay. I wouldn't say that yet. What if he goes to Atletico Madrid to play with Suarez, says iBravo. Again, Atletico, they're very stretched at the moment. Not saying it's impossible. They'd have to sell a load of players. And he's such a legend at Barcelona. Would he join another La Liga club? Can't see it. Joel says all the La Liga clubs might just chip in to keep him. I don't know if he's playing against you. He's not the greatest. Zach says play with Neymar at PSG. Messi to the MLS, says two guns boxing. No, not the MLS. It's too early for him to go to the MLS. Messi to Spurs. Skegness Dave says, I think everyone would love to see Messi and Ronaldo in the same team. We would. It would be like Harlem Globetrotters time. You know what I mean? It's like the All-Stars if you got them two in the same team. But would they get on if they played in the same team? Would those two, if they were playing in the same team, get on? Messi to the Bundesliga, can't see it because, as I said, the Bundesliga teams have to, they live within their means. And I just can't see them finding that sort of money to do that. Messi to Qatar, can't see that. Not the same team in Italy, it'd be so boring. Messi to Plymouth Argyle, says Jason. Pep must be wetting himself, says Diane, because of course they've announced Grealish. Messi to Real Madrid will be seen, says Divian. Could never see that. I mean, it's happened before. Remember Luis Figo, right? I mean, I don't think Messi, no chance, mate. I mean, they put a hit out on him. That's how serious that would be, Swanadip says, I'm a Barcelona fan and I'm gutted that Messi's going. We'll be crap for 3 or more years, but we had to look beyond Messi. We have to bounce back and we will. Looking beyond Messi, you're right. Listen, he was going to leave at some time, but, Prosperous Rex says he should go to Newell's Old Boys. Shut the Argentinians up who still say he thinks he's Spanish. Well, I think they've all dumped that since he helped them to win the Copa America. Rahul said Barcelona has to sell 60% of players to appropriate Messi's wages. That's why Barcelona pulled the plug. La Liga won't change the rules just for Messi. Messi as Pepe backup, says Ranyuk. And Messi going to hashtag United, I wish, says Stephen Curry. Fulham are interested, says Zach. Messi to Boca Juniors, and it goes on and on and on. So let's just round it up. The big news tonight that's broken, 2 bits of big news actually. First of all, that Jack Grealish has been officially announced as signing for Manchester City, but that has been overshadowed by the news that Lionel Messi has left Barcelona. Barcelona and Lionel Messi have broken up, right? He has left. He's no longer a Barcelona player and nobody knows where he's heading next. Barcelona could not afford his wages or they would have broken all of the La Liga financial fair play rules. I don't think this is the end of this. Could Barcelona pull something off to try and renegotiate and get him back on into the club, or is he heading to PSG or Man City or Chelsea or maybe even Man United? One of those clubs that could possibly afford him. Who knows? But the big news tonight is that Messi has left Barcelona. Thanks for watching. Keep those comments coming in. Like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Don Robbie channel. This news is huge. Where is he going next? That's what I want to know from you guys.